Hey guys, it is Julie here with TipRanks, and today we're taking a look at a few companies that have been paying a dividend for over a century. So let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you all so much for being here. Today we're taking a look at 4 companies that have an astounding track record for paying dividends with over 100 years of payments each. Altogether, the companies have 486 years of dividend payments under their belt, so pretty crazy. So today we're going to take a look at these companies, what it is that they do, those dividend details, and of course how Wall Street analysts weigh in on the stock. Don't forget you can download the TipRanks mobile app to access the wisdom of thousands of Wall Street analysts on the go by using the links in the description down below. Now, a fun fact before we get into these companies, when I was researching them, I did find out that they have a name for these stocks. So if they've been paying out a dividend for over a century, they're called a dividend zombie. I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. I don't know if I love the name, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now let's jump right into these dividend zombies, I guess, starting off with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, of course, is a beverage company known around the world as they're sold in more than 200 countries and territories. They've been in the United States since 1886. They sell multiple billion-dollar brands across different categories, including big names like Coca-Cola, Sprite, and Fanta, along with water, sports, coffee, and tea brands like Dasani, Vitamin Water, Powerade, Cold Beak, and more. Their stock trades under the ticker KO, currently priced just above $62 per share. Over the past year, they are up 4.4%, though they have fallen less than a couple percent in the last few months. Coca-Cola has been paying their dividend since 1920, so 103 years of dividend payments. Plus, they've been increasing that dividend for the last 61 years consecutively, giving them Dividend King status. Their current quarterly dividend is 46 cents per share for a current dividend yield of 2.97%, which is above the sector average. Their last ex-dividend date was on June 15th, with the payment coming up on July 3rd. Their next earnings report will be coming up soon on July 26th, where analysts will be anticipating earnings per share of 72 cents. Now that is a slight increase over last year's earnings and ahead of the last quarter as well, where they came out with an earnings beat at 68 cents per share and reported revenues of $10.99 billion. The Coca-Cola stock does currently come in as a strong buy based on 16 analyst ratings. And the average price target comes in just shy of $70 per share, which would be an upside potential of 12% from current prices. The most recent rating came in just today with a buy from Barclays with an over 10% upside. Many of them are around that range, with some as high as 18%. Second on our list today is ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil manages an industry-leading portfolio of resources and is one of the largest integrated fuels, lubricants, and chemical companies in the world. Their organization is divided into 3 primary businesses, with upstream product solutions and low carbon solutions. They provide products that enable modern life, including energy, chemicals, lubricants, and lower emission technologies. Their stock trades under the ticker XOM, currently priced at $103.51 per share. Now they are up 20% in the past year, but have fallen over 9% in the last few months. ExxonMobil has been paying their dividend for 112 years, so since 1911, and they have 40 years of dividend increases under their belt, solidifying them as a dividend aristocrat. Their most recent quarterly dividend was 91 cents per share for a dividend yield of 3.58%, which is fairly in line with the sector average, and that payment came out on June 9th. Exxon also has an earnings report coming up soon. Theirs is expected out on July 28th. For their second quarter, analysts will be anticipating earnings per share of $2.06, which is over half of last year's earnings per share and a bit behind last quarter as well, where they did come out with an earnings beat of $2.83 per share. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy based on 16 analyst ratings. And we do have a few more holds in the mix here, almost split down the middle, with an average price target of $125 that would be a growth potential of nearly 21%. Looking at the most recent ratings here in the past week, we do have a couple of holds with upsides around 6%, 3% here, and then some more bullish buy ratings with upsides as high as 40%. Third on our list today is Procter & Gamble. They manufacture and sell branded consumer packaged goods that you'll often see in your own home across 5 major segments, including beauty, grooming, healthcare, fabric and home care, and baby and family care. Some of their popular brands include Head & Shoulders, Pantene, Olay, Gillette, Oral-B, and Bounty. Their stock trades under the ticker PG, currently priced right about $150 per share. Now they have seen growth of over 9% in this past year and are down ever so slightly at 0.16% in the last few months. Now we're starting to go back into the 1800s with these initial dividend payments. Procter & Gamble has paying out their dividend for 133 years, first coming out in 1890, and they also have 66 years of dividend increases, making them a dividend king. Their current quarterly dividend is 94 cents per share for a dividend yield of 2.47%, slightly ahead of their sector average, and their ex-dividend date was actually today for payment coming up on August 15th. They will also be sharing their next earnings report near the end of the month on July 28th, where analysts will be anticipating earnings per share of $1.32 ahead of last year's $1.21. And these guys have had a few quarters of revenue beats, coming in at $1.37 in the last quarter. Their stock comes in as a moderate buy based on 18 current analyst ratings. That is based on 10 buys and 8 holds, with an average price target of $165. That would be an upside potential of nearly 10% from current prices. And the most recent ratings came in just today. We have 2 buy ratings with upsides of 6 and over 8%. One hold coming in 8 days ago with still an upside of over 9%, and some high-end price targets of near 17%. And last but certainly not least, we have the company with the longest dividend-paying history on our list today, with Eli Lilly. Founded back in 1876, Eli Lilly is a leading healthcare company that manufactures and sells pharmaceutical products worldwide. With more than 39,000 employees worldwide, they have clinical research being conducted in more than 55 countries and products marketed in approximately 110 countries. Their stock trades under the ticker LLY and is priced at $463 per share, and they've seen some great growth this year, currently up 45% in the past year and nearly 24% in just the last few months. As I mentioned, these guys have the longest dividend payment history out of our group today, with 138 years. They started paying their dividend back in 1885. Now, they did keep their dividend the same for a while, so they actually only have 9 years of dividend increases under their belt. Their current quarterly dividend is $1.13 per share for a dividend yield of 0.94%, and this might look a bit low, but remember how much growth their stock has seen this past year. Their next ex-dividend date is August 14th for payment on September 8th. And before that ex-dividend date, they'll also share their latest quarterly results on August 8th, where it is estimated they'll report earnings per share of $1.97, which is a jump up from last year's. And it is worth noting they did fall a bit short in their last quarter here back in April, so we'll see what happens in August. Their stock does come in as a strong buy with 18 current analyst ratings, with 16 buys and just 2 holds. Now the average price target is $493 for an upside of over 6%, and we see recent ratings coming in just today in the last few days here, ranging from upsides of 8% all the way up to 22%. That average price target is a bit low, as we do have some outdated price targets from a few months ago as well. So there we have 4 companies that have all been paying their dividend out for over a century, dividend zombies if you will, and have an impressive combined 486 years of dividend payments, which is pretty cool. Let me know your thoughts on these stocks in the comments down below. I always love hearing from you guys. Please keep in mind these videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock, just providing some information and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research and due diligence. If you made it to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and that you're subscribed to the channel as well. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you back here next time.